Once again, back here, actually, the so credible. Here we go, y'all.
You thought Hitler was frantic, they feed off your own panic. Tragic, divided into have-nots and habits. Fever, funky comedy, the elephant, the donkey sealer. While the children's own Louise, prone to sleep, moan and weep. They think they grown, got their egos cocked up leg. Like they claiming by peeping, the weekly on their monthly. These be the 1%. Many still choose the blue pill when they ill and sucking the beast cheesy. The resurrection power keep with. Though Herod and Pharaoh stinky, hate want to rule the world like Brennan Dinky. If we don't discern, the concern is we not burned by false doctrine. Learn to be hypnotized by the rise of the worm when the father of liars, fake messiahs return. Chill, watch the snake, skull and bones clown and make clones. So embryo before shown zone and get grown. And what love leaves completely alone. Genesis 3:15 mean we don't welcome tears in our home.
Hey.
All the slick leaders that you think you pick got you tricked. Escapisms, vice and shopping trips. Slow death trades, dying debtors repent for the fake monopoly money and the illusion of rent. While your pension is spent on the wars they invent. After September 23rd, son of perdition was sent. Hey, what if the screen you worship was the image of the beast and rituals behind the scene? Welcome evils unleashed like Bruce burning for 1,000 years to be released to the abyss. Emptiness, ignorance, and fake evil. We the people sleep so quilted in midst of Washington services tilted and mind control, genetic psychosis, sexual liberty leaks endometriosis. Sick. The matrix sells patriotic counterfeit
And they get rich, drunk, and fat on account of it. Hey, what it does, what it do. We know what it does. What's it? Oh, yeah, purpose. That's what we do around here. All praises to the Most High God. All things decently done and in order. For the building, uplifting, and healing and forgiveness. The quality, the spirit, energy, the character, personality, presence, and influence of the Most High God be activated in each and every one of you. Peace to your house. Peace. Peace and purpose to your living. In the name of the Lord Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus the Christ. What's happening, y'all? Once again, back is the only one and the one and only. Because God didn't make nobody like me. You should feel the same way. It's not arrogance, it's confidence. Please love yourself. This is what it do. This is once the inside out, better known as Theo. That TIO as the inside out, where everything great or corrupt comes from. Where every good idea, where every change really happens. I could dread my hair, but I don't make me a rasta, you feel? Right. Sin. Real love to everybody. ¿Cómo está? ¿Qué pasó? Konnichiwa. ¿Cómo está levu? Inamokanji. Arrivederci and all the rest of that. Real life, real love. It's been a little while, y'all. I tell you, I got witches against me. I got spirits trying to come to my room. I know how crazy that sounds. But if you know what's happening with real life, some people know. My Africans know. My Latinos know. A lot of the people, you know, we deal with things that they didn't teach us in school or in church. I got to do that because 9 out of 10 buildings, come on, man, we the church. All right. So look, I got something special for y'all. I was inspired yet challenged to write something to this hot beat that my cousin made. And because I protect and I respect the production and the birth of what that track is going to be, I'm not gonna do it to the track. I wrote it like spoken word poetry, like hip hop, but I'm not gonna rap it. I'm gonna sing it in more of a traditional lullaby feel because so many of y'all are like me, like all of us. We were all lied to. So in a way, we were born to and raised by a society full of sleepwalkers. So that reminds me, I'm very proud of any of you on some wake up. You're waking up, and those of you that think you woke, but you're open to growing. You're open to healing. You're open to the chance to learn how to forgive and how to love yourself. Those of you that choose the truth over the lie we were born into. Those of you that choose to stand up through growing pains instead of laying on your back like the average. You understand? Number one, you're not average. Out of billions of sperm, you made it to the egg first, which is just bow. Think about that. Out of billions and billions of sperm, you made it to the egg first. So you entered this place, this plane, this dimension like a champion. Please understand that. Everything else is in your desire to want to grow, the desire to want to be better. Not than anybody else, but better than you were yesterday, right? Now, before I forget, before we get into the song, this special treat that I got for y'all, I'm going to try to do something every single podcast. I'm going to try to present something of interest that will benefit you all. Today, it is a simple gas mask, right? This was sent to me by a dear sister on Facebook that is very much a prepper, very much aware and alert, and part of a community of people that know one day soon we will need one of these. Very easy to assemble. It's just a screw-in nozzle here that filters the gaseous air and the sewage and you won't believe, boy, I tell you, look up gas masks and why do we need them? Just YouTube, just Google that. All right? So, this is today's feature. It will be a very necessary thing in soon come times. As prophecy comes true, remember, it's not just rumors of wars, it's war. We've already been threatened by Palestine, by Iran, by North Korea. And when I say we, I'm talking about the average common people. You understand? That's who they're going to try to take out. That's who the bombs is going to fall on. That's who the electromagnetic pulse that will take out all electricity is going to affect. Us. Not the leaders that talk crazy and bully everybody and go around terrorizing folks. Am I allowed to say, yeah, because this is not for children. This will be for grown-ups. Now, if you so choose to have your children in the room, the truth is good for everybody. But officially, I have to say, this information is for entertainment. It is for one person's point of view. Y'all already know how it is and what it do, right? But you recognize truth when you hear it. You know you can't trust politicians. You just don't know why you can't trust politicians. But over here, around these parts, we tell the truth at all costs. My last dying breath will be the truth. I can promise you that. In front of the guillotine, I can promise you that. All right? So, we're going to keep it nice and short today. I just want to say shout out to anybody that chooses the truth over the BS. You know, 9 out of 10 of these, 9.5, that's 9.5 out of 10 churches are full of crap. Right? Somebody recently told me that God's word means something different to everybody. No, your translation is something different than everybody. God has one thing in his mind when he said do this or don't do that, or I'm the only way, or there is no other God but me, and he only means one thing. It's your obligation to study and take here a little, there a little, precept upon precept, and find out God's heart, because he is surely worth finding. What a treasure he is. Right? Now, it's one thing to say I'm a work in progress, but work to progress. Don't just use that as a crutch. Anyway, I'm not going to get too deep into that. I want y'all to feel this. I wrote this in the spirit of duty to family, right? The reasons our grandparents stuck together, even when they ran into the hardships, even when human justification, lust and greed and cheating and what seemed like incompatibility, just for the children's sake, that unselfish stick together because we got babies to raise, that knowing that male and female energy is necessary to raise a healthy, well-balanced child, that unselfish stick in there, right? That's why you have no business marrying somebody who is not already married to the Most High God. All right. Y'all know I can go off and talk for a whole hour. I'd ask my therapist. I do it almost every session. And for this, they have told me they get more out of it than... Anyway. Okay. Now, I also, because I'm not going to rap this, I wrote it to the dopest beat. I wrote it to the most beautiful beat. But I've chosen to sing it in a style more like a traditional lullaby, to honor my haters and my critics, because you are literally sleepwalkers. And hopefully the humor, the intended humor, will disarm your hard-hearted ones and open up your heart long enough to get the message of what I'm singing. Just let that marinate. Dig what I'm singing, right? 'Cause it's all Montgomery brawl. Over here we scrap for that. These so-called laws stay in your chest like titties for tat. Trying to talk to Jim Crow while you're so-called black. It's like reasoning with Karen in her natural habitat. My freedom papers have your last name on them, so is that why you're scared of me, so? Epigenetics versus me being a daddy when I barely learned to bra. And though I love Shaniqua, Becky promised perfect jaws. Then she tricked my queen to hate me. Now Neek and Becky are out burning their bras. So the plan was so spiteful. Independent mamas are lower grade. Sons making emotional decisions like they mamas made. And Gene Ration curses mean. The prisons are full of your next of kin. Peep game, they took all of our seeds and sprayed the leaves with estrogen. Mama applied for food, but the rules said there can be no man in the house. Now independent and talking crazy, there's no need for her to seek a spouse. And Eve rebels against her Adam. She's booty out and see-through blouse. Now tell her to go and watch Mahogany. She's traded her home for a house. Maritime Admiralty law, baby. You're only free to think freedom is what it all, baby. That's what it do, y'all. That's what it do. Now, please stay tuned. We got so much more for you. Original music, original thought. We don't get on here and just show somebody else's video and narrate through it. Original thought. You understand me? Make your thoughts and your opinions known. Even your beefs, your suggestions, who you are. Let it be known. Here at Fam Talks, it is about being family. We'll use humor. I got about 8 characters that I allow to say what I would not say. Can y'all feel that? That's what's up. They thought I was crazy anyway. We're going to use that to the good though. Real life hood though. Suburbanites too, yo. This is all culture, all people. Get it? Rock out with me. Rock out with me. Y'all stay tuned. And I challenge you again, as always. Look in the mirror and be honest about what you see. Do not let God be your feelings. Do not let your feelings be the lording force in you. Challenge yourself and check your selfishness. Understand, love is the opposite. Love is the opposite of holding back that grandma hug the way you would hug your grandma and open your heart and talk to her and do for her and try to see what it's like for her and live in her shoes for a minute. That's what love is. Hate is the opposite of that. Right? Get yourself together. We're going to have to answer for what we say, our actions, our reactions, and what we do. Can't hide from the one that made you. This is real life, real love. Theo, the inside out. The V, the O, the N, the C, the E, Vance. Your brother, your friendly neighborhood hero and servant of the Most High. Right? Now go do something nice for somebody. Forgive somebody like you want them to forgive you. Otherwise, God will resist you and you're praying for nothing. Please know that. I love you. Real love.